Welcome back to Thasmin and Djarins. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hi, it's Lee here, and welcome back to Thasmin and Djarins. Right, Star Wars Celebration. That was amazing! I just enjoyed it. So, I want to do a quick recap of some things that basically I probably looking forward to or will be watching, and just sharing my thoughts and just making it very interesting show for you. So let's begin. Ashoka was probably one of the things I was excited for because I guess I'm excited, but I feel Mandalorian's really set the bar. However, if I'm looking at that trailer, this looks impressive. There's so many great things about it. I think for a start, there is Rosa Dawson as Ashoka, Natasha Liu Bajizzo as Samir, and a lot of hosts, of course, like Mary's was as Hera Syndulla. You got Shin and Balon, the two Siths or Dark Jedi. I'm interested to find out more about. And also, of course, David Tennant, Lieutenant. Yes, it seems to be his year, isn't it? Yes. I'm excited for him, but if I'm going to be honest, it puts a lot of pressure on 14. However, if certain rumours are true, the pressure will be lifted for him. Hoping, and Bob and fingers go David's way this year. I really do, because I think Huyang is an interesting character, and I think he's got a lot of potential in his voice. And he voiced it before this film, so it makes it more impactful. I think this series is going to be very interesting. It's going to be out in August, so it is going to be a bit of a wait, but I think when I see it, it's going to be worth it. The Ashoka directors are Dave Filoni, Seth Green, Peter Ramsey, Jennifer Getzinger, Gita Patel, and Rick Famuyiwa. Now, there's a few familiar faces. Dave Filoni, of course, is the face of many projects, and it's, of course, his show. Seth Green did the Book of Boba Fett, which was Travis of Tatooine. Peter Ramsey, well known for directing The Pirate, and of course, Rick Famuyiwa, who also is a familiar face in the man, and who is now executive producer. Also, there are new faces like Gita Patel and Jennifer Getzinger, and I like the fact that there's going to be a female empowerment, 3 female directors. It's good to see that, especially in a female-led show. And I think these directors are going to be amazing because, like I say, it's more mixed, and I love that. I'm getting excited for our skeleton crew with, of course, Jude Law, who is rumoured to be playing a Jedi. I feel that this is going to be quite unique and different because what I like about these two shows to come out is they've got something different, and it makes them less comparable than the Mandalorian because they're completely different. And you got that Mandalorian with the hilarious and comedy Vane, who was seen in the trailer. Oh, Vane. I like him. I think he's a wimp, and I think I'm glad that he's going to get another shot. And I don't know why. Why is it about entertaining? Well, Goran Jan entertained me, and he was impressive. So I'm excited. And of course, the children, there's 4 children, and of course, it does sound like it looks to be a good show. Hopefully there'll be a trailer at some point. But first we've got Ashoka, so. But from what I'm hearing, it's amazing. The directors for Skeleton Crew are John Watts, David Lowery, The Daniels, Jake Sawyer, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Lee Isaac Chung. We've got the return of Lee Isaac Chung, who directed The Convent, and of course Mandalorian fan favourite director Bryce Dallas Howard. And of course there are some new faces like David Lowery and Jackie Schreier, but also very popular ones like John Watts and The Daniels. I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do because they all sound like really great directors, and I can't wait to see what they do in Skeleton Crew. I'm excited for, of course, the occult. Now, it's not my cup of tea, it's too dark, but I do want to give it a try and see what it's about, because from what they've said, it's going to be more focusing on the dark side, which I think is amazing because it's always the good side, but also from what Leslie Headland said, she's using certain elements from the films, which I think is very important. And what makes me excited is the fact that she's a fan, she knows what she's doing, and I think it's going to be amazing to see what she can do. And of course, a dark side focused story is always a welcome thing, and I think going forward next year, it's going to be impressive to see what Leslie has got in store, because there's so many great cast. You've got Lee Young-jae, Amanda Stenberg, Maya Jacinto, and a lot more, including Daphne Keane. And there's a lot of good casting there, so I'm interested to see how it goes. The Bad Batch is back for a final series next year, and this is absolutely sad because it's probably the first series that I feel, even though I feel I want more, I feel might benefit from ending at this stage, because there's a risk if it kept on going. Like, what would it do? And I think it's definitely going to be what I like to call a very important series, because season 2 was so strong. Yes, me and the ending have a few words. We have a few words, yeah. But I might be having a few words in series 3, because one element has me a bit concerned with another show who is bringing up some newcomers who I love, who also might have some obstacles. But yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure next year, and I feel like I'm hoping they end on high, because G. Brad Baker and Michelle have done a really great job, and everyone else who has been in the show has done such a great job. There was a trailer today which showed Omega going freezing their things. Crosshair's a bit down, and of course the team, including Rekka, being an absolute hilarious entertainers or something, but also in very bad danger as well. And that, it's just, when I look back now at season 2, it's like, how can they top that? And there's a lot of risks when you come to this at this point, because I felt like the Mandalorian was at risk at some point, but they didn't, and they pulled it off. And that is something I feel like could work for the Bad Batch if they take those risks and pay and make sure they work, because I just want them to get the ending that suits the characters, because I'm not expecting anything, good or bad on either side. I'm just expecting the endings that suit the characters and what works for them, because I wouldn't want them being given the wrong accent at all. I think they've got some potential here. In my next episode, it's all about the Bad Batch as I go back to the Bad Batch Series 2 and look back at the success and the worries going forward. Thank you for listening to this episode. Keep subscribing and liking to help the channel move forward. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Thasmin and Djarins and